after his plane loses control, Whip saves his flight from crashing.
We're gonna roll it, okay?
What do you mean roll it?
Gotta do something to stop this dive. Here we go.
How you feeling, Whip? Looked like you pulled some kind of move up there, man.
Hailed as a hero, he is forced to confront his addictions. Going from hero to villain, Whip seeks to clear his name in Flight.
Hi, I'm Aaron.
I'm Leah.
I'm Liz.
And we're here to talk about the new Robert Zemeckis film, Flight. We've all just seen it. Who wants to take off?
I want us to talk about it.
Oh, you want to talk about it?
I do.
You want to soar?
Oh gosh. I would say this is 75% of a great movie. I honestly felt like from the beginning till the last half hour, I was rooting for this character. I was watching, I was excited. I thought it was edgy and interesting and unpredictable. And then the end got so schmaltzy and so preachy, and I just thought everything folded in on itself because of the poor ending of this film.
I agree. I mean, it's an interesting story about an alcoholic, but I really think that around the end of the film, it just took too long to get where it wanted to go, and then when it got there, it just felt forced.
And disappointing.
So as difficult as it may be, they do a really good job of painting this train wreck, metaphorically speaking, you know, that we watch, and it's the horror and the disgust. We look and we turn away.
The NTSB GO team also collects blood, hair, and skin samples. An initial report shows that you had alcohol in your system. This toxicology report states that you were drunk. And if it is proven that your intoxication was the cause of the death of the 4 passengers, now we're gonna look at 4 counts of manslaughter. That could be life in prison.
If they had just stayed along that path and really committed to it in the very, very end, it would have been a much darker film.
I think the thing about this movie that I didn't particularly enjoy is kind of what you were saying. By the last quarter of the film, I personally just got fed up with him failing to fix his alcoholism. You know, he just keeps screwing up, and there really isn't any reason for him to go back to it. I mean, like, if he would just not grab a drink, he'd be okay.
Oh my God. Okay, this film falls in a long tradition of films that deal with that deal with addiction. Everything from Days of Wine and Roses, Lost Weekend, Leaving Las Vegas. I mean, and I think that is the central tension and frustration for the movie, is that we all wish the people that we know and love who have suffered from addiction would just choose to not drink.
I'm not disagreeing with any of that at all. I'm simply saying that I saw it one too many times, and by the end of the movie where he finally realizes, oh, I'm kind of a screw-up, I just felt forced. I wasn't buying it.
Well, I think the reason you're upset by that is because the film was trying to do something different other than teach you a lesson about addiction.
Right.
It was trying to delve into these themes of destiny and fate and rehabilitation along the lines of spirituality. And so you watch this film and you build up the suspense about this strange mystical power that pushes him to drink, and then the end of the film, it gives up that line of argumentation.
That's right. For anybody who has a family member or friend or a loved one or has ever been close to people who suffer from any kind of addiction, it's a very difficult movie to watch.
Probably due in part to how good of an actor Denzel is in this particular role as Whip Whitaker. His performance is it's awesome. It's the one time in a long time where I watch a movie with Denzel Washington in it and I don't see Denzel Washington. I see his character.
It's nice to have these kinds of actors to come in and do these smaller roles. You have John Goodman as Harlan, the drug dealer.
You're a hero, man. You will never pay for another drink as long as you live. There is all kinds of crazy news people out here. It's a circus, man. Come on, check this out, man. It's all for you. Classic hero worship. You're a rock star, man. Oh, check out this video.
Don Cheadle is his lawyer.
Yes,
And he was amazing. Like,
Yeah,
honestly,
he was great.
he was in it for like 15 minutes.
But, you know,
and he was fantastic.
And Bruce Greenwood was great too. He was the mustachioed pilot representative of the pilots union, and he had to help Whip try and get out of this situation.
And I guess he's just one example of the fact that we have all these character actors next to these like major superstars, and I like that mix that's done in this casting with Kelly Riley next to Denzel Washington. That's a really interesting choice.
I think that Bob Zemeckis with this film continues to demonstrate his mastery as a filmmaker.
This is where I think he belongs, with real people, with real moments. I mean, that plane crash is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I might even recommend this film just to go see that plane crash.
Margaret, power! Gear up! Gear up!
The first hour is great.
Yeah. I mean, it's unbelievable. And then right after, when he wakes up, and then you actually see the whole thing happen on a TV screen in his hospital room. Oh my God, the most intense moment in the entire film.
Oh gosh, don't even say
just
no.
Just that little bottle sitting on top of the fridge, right?
I jumped out of my seat in that moment.
The whole entire audience that I was with, they probably felt the same exact way.
So those are the kinds of moments that you really appreciate when you can go to a movie today and still have those kinds of moments, right? And then, you know, it's unfortunate when filmmakers pull the rug out of themselves.
I did think that this was genuinely a good movie, but the ending disappointed me to such a degree that I feel I have to warn people about it. And so with that, I gave it a stream it.
I did enjoy this film. The directing and the special effects were fantastic. If you love plane crashes, then go see it, but everybody else, you can watch it at home. It's a stream it.
Despite the very heavy subject matter and a rather disappointing ending, I think Zemeckis and Washington let Flight take off. So I'm going to say see it.
Well, it looks like our votes add up to 2 full tickets, which is a stream it for Flight.
Where's the dihydromorphanol? Is this amateur hour? Get that doctor in here. You just saved 100 people.
Orlin.
What?
You bring my smokes?
They always make me go through security.
Oh, 'cause you're black. That's funny.